Hi guys, it's Constance with Charming Custom Crafts, and you're going to be seeing this later, but this is the night before my surgery, and I promised that I would have some tutorials. And I had somebody particular ask me about how I do the eyes on my Lala stamp. So I'm going to show you how to do one, and I'm going to show you how to do her. I'm going to do the exact image. This is Sugar and Spice Marcy, and I use the White Opal Liquid Pearls, and I use the White Diamond Dust Studio G and the Glimmer Studio G. And I use a red marker. These are Creative Memories, but it doesn't matter. A blue marker, skin tone, a brown tone, another brown fine tip, green fine tip, and I use my white gel pen. So I'm going to start with the easiest part. Now you're going to watch her change. I'm going to put it right here. I always start with the skin tone. And I do use watercolor, but on some of them I do a lot of different ones. So what I do, now you can wait to do around the eyes, but you can just go right over the eyes. It doesn't matter. Just be careful. Even with archival, it will smear a little bit around the eyes. So you're going to see me do this very quickly. She comes together really fast, and I forgot my yellow, and I'll get that in a second when I get to her hair. But I may do her hair brown. I may just do that. I think I'll do her hair brown. So she'll have brown hair. So they're a little different, like twins. Now the mouth, I just go right over. Now if you guys want to get into doing color around her cheeks and stuff, it's okay. It's up to you what you want to do. I don't worry too much around the eyes because we're gonna change that completely. And you're gonna see me do her from head to toe here. And I'm gonna try to go a little faster here. Now, I usually use my watercolor pencils, but I do like using markers. I don't do a lot of shading with different markers, but I do shade with the same marker. It's not hard to do, and I will do that in another video sometime. It'll be after my surgery. So I'm going to go through, and I'm going to go through this very quickly. And if I go outside the line, it's okay, because I do cut completely around the lines on my girls and my stamps, because I like them directly done, and then I'll double mat them otherwise. So here's her skin. It's done. And I'm going to do her eyes. And we're going to do that first because I don't want it to mess up. And I forgot my other marker. Let me grab my other marker. It's my favorite one. Seriously. It's my favorite one, but I can't find it. It's my Zig pen. Walmart now has it, but I have another fine tip marker. And what I do is, I'm going to want you to watch, and I go around her eyes, and I leave it pointed on the edge, and I go down around her eye right here, and I point it in because the eyes are not exactly oval. And you'll see me do that. I want you guys to pay very close attention to that. I go around, and I point it out. Now don't worry about fine detailing it yet. I'm going to go in and I'm going to use green as her eyes. And this is a fine tip. I think green looks really good with blonde hair or brown hair. It goes with either color. And just fill in what the pupil would be. And so you already see the eyes coming together. Now you could do this without coloring the eyes, but sometimes it's just quicker just to do them all. And you can see her eyes are already coming together here. And then I go in and I go into the corner of the eye and I do a little white with my gel pen. Now I will go back in and detail this in a minute. And of course I always do my little dot here. Of course it's not going to show because the green's still wet. So I'm going to let that go, and we're going to go on and we're going to do her hair. Again, I'm doing markers for fast purposes because if I do watercolor it takes forever. But you can get a better shading degree with watercolor, and if you can't afford a whole lot of Copic, it's okay because obviously you can see that I'm using Creative Memory markers. I'm actually looking at getting me some other markers. Definitely looking at the Tim Holtz markers. because they're distress markers. You can use them as markers. You can use them as stamping markers, and you can use them as watercolor pencils. They're amazing. I'm looking at getting those in the Noir archival ink. Though I will have a couple of the skin tone on the Copics, because I do like those. Obviously you guys can see that. This is actually a skin tone that I have here. Now this video may turn into two parts, but we will get her done. I wanted you guys to see her. I want her eyes to dry a little bit because the gel takes a little bit. Now you can see that she's starting to look like the other one. Again, I just let the eyes say, I mean, you can color the whole thing and then do the eyes, but I find that sometimes the marker will, little pieces will break off of the marker, like the fine tip part, the brush part. So I like to do them first. Plus, it's nice to look at when you're looking at it. Now, this is just a basic markup. Now, I'm not a big fan of all the Copic bleed out or fading in or layering or however you want to call it. I don't, you know, I personally like more lifelike. But that's just me. Now I'm going in. Now you'll see that I'll go in and I'll darken it a little bit. And now you can do this. You can do the shading. That's another way to call it too. You can do the shading with the marker by going back in and doing it a little bit more, which was what you're seeing me do. And again, guys, I can't say thank you enough for following me now. Oop, we forgot to do the spoon. Let's go ahead and do the spoon. Now the eyes look not finished yet, and that's exactly what I'm expecting it to look like right now, so it's okay. And I do use some glossy accents, and I'll do, if I can get to it, we'll do that. It'll probably be in the next video. But I'm going to tell you right now, it will be at least a 2-part video. And she looks adorable already, doesn't she? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do her bow. I think I'm going to do her the opposite. And put, and I did this wrong right here, but it doesn't matter. We'll just go in. See, I never look at anything as being a mistake. Because it's going to be dark anyway. As you can see it, you can't really see too much. And then I'll highlight it anyway. But you can see markers get those little fibers on the side. That's why I try to do the eyes first, so they don't get messed up. If you wait, then they can get messed up. But you can always go in and touch them up. So we're going to do her the opposite colors just so that she's a little bit different, since she's not going to have blonde hair. And I know I haven't done any videos. So this is a bonus for you guys tonight that I'm going to share. I know that the creator does not like her images altered. She wasn't too fond of me doing it, but she likes it. I noticed, I don't know if you guys did, if you go in and you look at a lot of the Lala stamps, some of them have 4 fingers, some of them have 3, and you might catch 1 or 2 with 5. I caught that. I guess it's because I have so many of them. It's kind of weird. But I absolutely adore them. They are my favorite stamps. But the eyes just creep me out. It's kind of like a little beady little hamster eye. So you can see that she's becoming the opposite, and you can see how it's darkening. And like I said, it messed up over here, but look, you can't even tell now. See, she's becoming alive. She's coming alive, guys. And I'm going to let the video run to 10 minutes. I know that you can do 20 minutes on YouTube or longer, but my camera only does 10-minute increments. So you can see where it shades in. The darker you go, you can let it dry and go back in, and you'll get a darker effect. And that's how you can shade it darker with the same marker. And she has blue collar because it's red over here. So I'm going to go in and do a blue collar. Normally I pull the fine tip. I do have the fine tip for this one. And it's thanks to Kelly. Kelly gave me all her stuff because she used to be a rep. You guys wonder where I got this stuff. I've had people give me their stuff because they love watching me. And I appreciate that. I enjoy this, and this is going to kill me, guys. I'm trying not to be so edgy about everything because I'm about to go through my living nightmare once again. And you can see how cute she's coming out, isn't she, darling? Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do what I did here, but and with blue. Like I said, I'm going to do the opposite effect of colors. So you can see, and like I said, green eyes go with everybody. Green eyes are for redheads, for blondes, for brunettes. Now, normally I go in and fine tip some detailing, but I'm not going to worry about it.